Hello nerdologists, it's Monday, and I have been thinking about fangirling after watching your videos, Chelsea and Caroline. It got me thinking, because I think fangirl is a fairly new phenomenon, or new term. It's a new term for an age-old phenomenon. So I started thinking about my own history of fangirling and weird things that I've fangirled over. And I've realized that while I haven't always called myself a fangirl, I've always had a fangirl personality. Starting with being a little kid, and I was like fangirling over Greek gods and stuff and books I could find at the library about Greek mythology when I was like 8. And then like in junior high, I was a Julia Morgan fangirl. If you do not know who Julia Morgan is, she is or was an architect. She designed a lot of buildings in California, including the Bell Tower at the University of California, Berkeley, and the Hearst Castle, which is on California coast. If you've never heard of Hearst Castle, Google it. It's pretty awesome. I've been there a couple times. But Julia Morgan was my idol because she was one of the first female architects ever. So that is something I fangirled over. And then, like, as far as TV shows go, I think the first television show that I ever fangirled over was Charmed. I was obsessed with Charmed. Charmed was my first foray into fan fiction at the age of, like, 12. So yeah, I think that was my first television pop culture thing that I fangirled over, that other people knew what I was talking about because, that was more popular than Julia Morgan. And then, since then, I think I've just gone off and on with different fandoms because I have never really stuck to a fandom for like, oh, I've been a fan of this for like 15 years. So I don't know. But I definitely enjoyed Harry Potter, but I would not say that Harry Potter was my gateway fangirl drug. I wouldn't say that at all, actually, because I read the books as they came out, and I saw the movies, but it wasn't something that I was like, oh, I want to like join the community that surrounds this at all. I think that I was still a little bit naive about the communities that existed. My fangirlness as like a young teenager kind of stopped at reading fan fiction. I never really processed the fact that there was other people out there who were like doing more than just reading or writing fan fiction. And then now I really don't have time for fandoms, which is really, really sad. I'm very depressed about this fact. Let's see. I enjoy Doctor Who. I would say that I am a Doctor Who fangirl, except for I have not watched a new episode since the summer. Yeah, there's a lot. I haven't even seen the last episodes with Rory and Amy yet. And I would say the same thing about Bones. I even took a forensics class. I have not watched an episode of Bones yet this season. The only show I've really watched this season is Glee, actually. And I do read Glee fanfiction. That kind of, like, is the extent of my Glee fandom-ness or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Weird things that I'm a fangirl about. What am I... I don't know. I'm trying to think. Because I haven't really had time for much. I guess this is so, like, nerdy. I don't know why I'm embarrassed that it's nerdy, considering this channel is Nerdologies. But I've been fangirling over the news. Which sounds really, really strange. Like, I was watching the elections, and I wasn't really fangirling over, like, oh, I want Obama to win, or, oh, I hate Romney and I don't ship him at all. Like, it wasn't fangirling like that. I was fangirling over like the technical aspect of it because I've been taking a lot of film classes and television production classes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that CG operator, he's amazing. Like, oh my goodness, I'm so impressed by how quickly he gets the words at the bottom of the screen and changes it, and I'm like, it's so impressed. And then I'd be like, oh my gosh, technical director, what is your problem? You pushed the wrong button and now I'm looking at the back of the guy's head instead of the front of his face as he's talking. So things like that. I've been like fangirling over the technical aspect of like television production. And I watched an entire episode of CSI or Law and Order or one of those shows the other day. I had no idea what it was about. I was too busy looking at camera angles and looking for continuity and seeing if there was any weird editing jumps. So I think I've been fangirling about the technical aspect of television lately, as opposed to the plots and characters and storylines of different shows. Um, I'm hoping that, like, during winter break I can catch up on all of the different fandom-y things that I, like, am passionate about. We shall see. And I really can't think of any other weird fandoms that I've been, like, obsessed with lately or I've been fangirling over. But on another note, in one of my classes we had to pitch a how-to video. My video was how to write a novel in a month because it's NaNoWriMo, and I got picked. So now I'm making a video, and hopefully I can convince my group members to let me put it on Facebook. Or not on Facebook, on YouTube, because it was pretty awesome. So I will definitely put that on my personal channel if I can convince the people to be okay with it, because it's not just my video, it's other people's as well. So, but anyways, there was this other girl who launched her pitched her idea, and it didn't get picked, even though I totally voted for it, because it was how to be a fangirl, and we were gonna have someone sitting in front of Tumblr for days on end and like wasting away because they didn't even get up and eat, and there was gonna be all these different like teaching people how to be a fangirl, and I was really excited about it, but she didn't get picked. I got picked, so now I'm directing this video, and I'm really stressed out, and other people's grades are on the line, and we start filming tomorrow, and we have a total of 4.5 hours to like do all of our filming. And then my director, or not my director, I'm the director, then my editor, my lovely editor, has to come in on the weekend or on a Friday and do all the editing, and I don't know if he has time for that, and I don't know if it's going to turn out okay, and as you can tell, my voice is getting higher and faster, and I'm really stressed out about this. So hopefully things will work out. And I'll see you guys Monday, if I live till then. And Caroline, I will see you on Wednesday.